Hi, this is Albert with Mainland Cycle Center, and today we're going to take a look at a 2014 Arctic Cat Wildcat X in the blue. The blue is a new color for 2014, and we did a video on this Wildcat previously, but I promised in that video that I would do another video because in the previous video it did not have the full doors on it. The doors were on back order, but we got the full doors in, and so we've got them installed. So we're going to take another look at this Wildcat X in the blue and some of the options we did on them. Of course, Wildcats, just incredible machines. If you haven't ridden a Wildcat, come by and see us here at Mainland Cycle Center and let us show you what a Wildcat is all about. And what it's really about, to break it down for you, is performance and suspension. It just has incredible suspension. These Fox podium shocks work really good. The early ones with the Walker Evans shocks worked really well also. And then you have the new X Limited, that's Elka suspension, but they're all about suspension. 18 inches of rear suspension travel, 17 inches of front suspension travel, and then these X models have 90 plus horsepower, hotter cams, higher compression pistons, requires 91 plus octane fuel. We'll look over there and see what it says, but high octane fuel. Comes with the Maxxis Bighorn 27-inch tires. Anyway, I'm not going to just go over the whole Wildcat deal. I've done lots of Wildcat videos and going back and watch those, but I want to show you some of the options that we did on this one. We'll try to keep this video a little shorter. But so the doors, we added the full doors. These are the Arctic Cat Accessory doors. It is a steel frame with an aluminum panel in here, and then we ordered the color match skin. When these doors come in, they're just black, but you can order the skin to put on it to match whatever color machine you have. And so anyway, we did that because why not? It looks great that way. But I really love these new doors. We have these new doors are standard on the new X Limited, but they open and close really nice. And you have a little latch in here. You just reach in and put your thumb in. It seems a little awkward when you're outside the unit, open door, but inside you just reach in there and do it, and it pops right open. So it's really, really nice. Of course, this is the X, so it has the two-tone seats, the black and the blue. Then we added a set of Pro Armor 4-point harnesses to it, and we did them in the silver. I always like to do my harnesses in a contrasting color from the seat, so we went with silver. And you've got a little bit of silver stitching in here in the seat, so it goes with it, I think. There's a little bit of silver in the graphics on the machine, so I like it. And you got the silver on the grills here on the Rockford Fosgate Wake Tower speakers. We've got a pair of 8-inch Rockford Fosgate Wake Tower speakers, then we've got a pair of 6.5-inch Rockford Fosgate Wake Tower speakers. And I really like these because they mount, they're very solid, and they have great sound, and so I really like those. Now, for the audio source for those, we're using a Rockford Fosgate 300-watt marine amp. It's a small micro amp, but it pushes those speakers really good. And we just mounted that in the glove box. We kind of mounted it on an angle in there so that you can get to some of these controls without too much trouble, in case you want to adjust the gain or the crossover on it. These are full range speakers that we have on here. And so there's no radio, but what you have is that amp, and then you have an auxiliary input, and we mounted that auxiliary input here, and then you just use a regular audio cable to attach to your phone, MP3 player. Heck, you could use your Sony Walkman if you're still stuck in the 80s, I guess, but just plug into the headphone jack on your audio source and you're good to go. You do have your standard 12-volt power outlet there. We also added the T-handle passenger grab bar right there. Part of adding the Pro Armor harnesses is adding the Pro Armor harness bar, so you got that to mount your harnesses in there. We also added the Arctic Cat Accessory rear fender flares, and there you go, there's your fuel cap, 91 octane fuel on these X models. And now this is an X, so it does come standard with the front and rear bumpers, but it doesn't come with a top, so we added the Arctic Cat Accessory top, and then we've also got the color matched graphics on the top itself. And then we've got a LED light bar. This is a flashlights LED light bar, and that must be about 20 inches, something like that, 18 inches. I'm not sure, but it's a good size, very appropriate. So we've got light bar on the front. We also installed the light bar on the back. So we've got a little 6-inch Rigid Industries single row bar right there, nice and small. And then we added the lighted whips, and then we also put some LED lights under here. Now these are really interesting lights. They're a single LED, but they're a wide pattern, so it just gives you a really nice glow inside the passenger compartment at night. And so we'll turn those on. And then we added our switches. One of the cool things about Wildcat is their accessories. The dash has these blanks in it, and then we can buy the custom switches to go in there. So we've got one switch that turns on our lighted whips, and it lights up blue, which I like because the unit's blue. And anyway, we've got that light turns on our blue lighted whips. It also turns on these blue interior lights that we added, and those really look cool. We really need to get a shot of this at night, and we'll try to do that first chance we get. But those really light up this whole passenger compartment. Really nice blue glow there. And then we've got a switch here. This is for our rear LED light bar. There, this one is for our stereo. Turns our amp on and off. And this, of course, your two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive. And then on these Wildcats, you've also got a blank here. You can install an additional switch. And let's go around here and look. You've also got, next to the headlight switch, you've got a blank on your Wildcat. And so this is our switch for our front LED light bar. So there we've got that LED light bar turned on, nice and bright. And then the LED light bar switch here is for our rear LED light bar on the back. But this one came out real nice. I love it. It's got lots of really great accessories on it. Of course, the stereo, the whips, the interior lights, all that stuff's for fun. But everything else on it, the lights, the doors, the harnesses, the fender flares, everything else is really functional, good stuff that you want on the trail. It really adds a lot of safety to have these heavy-duty doors. Also keeps the brush from getting in there on you. Also keeps some of the wind coming in up there on you. So if you're riding in the cool, the 4-point harnesses, I really think if you have a Wildcat, you really should upgrade your harnesses. It really is a worthwhile addition to your Wildcat, and definitely holds you in place really good. And anyway, it's worth doing. Add those harnesses. These are not that expensive. The harness bar is around $200. The harnesses are around 120 or so, 109, something like that per set. And so you're talking about $450 or so to buy the stuff to put the full set of harnesses in it. And when you think about what you spend on LED light bars and whips and stereos and things like that, it's really, I think, a worthwhile investment in your Wildcat. But all right, I think that about covers everything we did to this one. Glad we got an opportunity to update this video and show you those doors and the interior lights. I don't think we had in this on our other video, but I think that'll wrap it up on this one for now. All right. We are Mainland Cycle Center. We're located in Lamarck, Texas. We're about 30 minutes south of downtown Houston, just off of I-45. You can find us online at mainlandcyclecenter.com, by phone at 409-948-4969. And we would just love it if you'd give us a call, shoot us an email, or even better, come by and see us in person here at Mainland Cycle Center, where we'd love to help just any way that we can. Hey, thanks for watching.